think I came here like '05. I was stationed here for a while in the Marines, then I went home, came back probably like a couple months later. I have 2 bachelor's degrees, 1 associate's degree, and right now I'm online for my master's degree in project management. Like he said, when I first met him, I was a manager at Walmart. I left there, became a store manager at Five Below, which I'm sure all of you shop in. And now I'm an operational support manager for Lowe's. And in my free time, or any time I have, I like to get in front of people like you and talk to you guys. Like he said, and I'll just pick it back up, I'm sure all the officers in here will agree that your generation is soft. And like he said, it's not necessarily your fault, because all you're doing is doing what you see somebody else do. It's almost like the blind leading the blind. What I want to talk to you about today is a couple things. One is hunger, or your focus. Next is purpose, and another one would be like your dreams. So the first thing we're going to talk about on the cover is dreams. How many people here got dreams? Now, how are you going to get to that dream? You see, you're going to have to develop your own dream, or somebody is going to end up paying you to make their dream come true. And well, how old are you? Who's the oldest? How old are you? 17. Who's the youngest? How old are you? 13. 13. Okay, so between 13 and 17, have you started working on your dreams? How about you? That's my point. So you're getting closer to somebody paying you to do their dream. That's right now, like he said, we didn't have everything that you guys have access to right now. Our computers was black and green. I couldn't search more than one thing. If I wanted to go to another screen, I had to close the one that I was on. I couldn't open up multiple things. If I want to know something right now, everybody in here could pull up their phone and tell me in a couple of minutes. Or you could ask your phone and your phone will tell you. That's why I think your generation is soft, because none of you know how to find anything. If I ask you what a definition is, your first instinct isn't to go look for a dictionary. Your first instinct is to type it in your phone. Some of y'all don't know what to do if your phone broke right now. You wouldn't know how to survive. If I handed you a house phone, you'd probably look at me like I was stupid. What you want me to do with that? Use it. Well, how do I do that? Can I talk to it? No. That's why I think you're soft, because y'all don't know anything, but you think that you do. Like he said, everybody in here has been 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I just turned 38 yesterday. Been there, done that. But I guarantee you I was smarter than you were. For the same stuff you think you sneaking around getting, guess what? If you got caught, you're not that smart. And if you do it for a long time, you're still not smart. Because a smart person will know you get in and you get out. Because eventually, you will get caught. So how many people are working on their dreams right now? Anybody? You, sir? What's your dream?
To go to the NFL.
To go to the NFL. So what time y'all get out of here during the day?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. So what are you doing at 4 o'clock? Playing a video game?
No. I play video game like 9 o'clock, but like at that time at 4, I'm working out, or I'm at the gym, like trying to lift weights, or I'm at football practice.
Let me tell you something about lifting weights. Don't do it. I played in college, I played in the arena with a lot of people who was always in the gym, but when it came to lay that hit, they was the ones falling. If you can't do, how many people know what calisthenics is? Nobody. Push-ups, sit-ups, crunches, pull-ups. If you can't lift your own body weight, I wouldn't touch a free weight. There's a difference. It's like when they put you on the treadmill, you think, oh, I can run for a while. Get up there on that street or track and you're dying in 2 minutes. It's two different things. So if y'all trying to work out, especially at your age, don't worry about the weights. The weights will come. Or you need a balance or a combination of the two. But you should be at the house when you're playing, watching TV, commercial come on, do some push-ups till the show come back on.
My dad told me to do that.
Right, they sell a little pull-up bar that you can put on the door at Walmart. Get one of those. Commercial come on, you should be working out.
I actually have one of those.
Then you should be using it instead of going to the gym trying to lift the weights. Like what I did growing up, I used stuff around the house. If I know my left hand was weak, I would carry a lot of stuff in my left hand to make it stronger. You gotta use what's around you. So that's one person that's working on their dreams. What about everybody else? Because in a minute you're gonna turn around and you're gonna be 20 or 21 trying to figure out what you're gonna do. When I got to your age, I didn't really know I didn't want to go to college. Why? Because I felt like in high school, I think I had a 2.9, but I still struggled. Like I played around. I was like I was the class clown, but all my work was done. Some of y'all can't say that. I went to summer school like my freshman and sophomore year, and after that, I said I'm tired of giving up my summers, so I just started doing the work in class and getting over with. So when I graduated, I went to the military because I knew that until I figured out what I want to do, at least I know in the military, I will get some training. I'll get a lot of knowledge. It'll help me focus. It'll help me grow so that when I do get out, I'll have a better understanding of what I want to do and what direction I want to go. Don't think because you got a job right now and it's paying you a couple dollars that's where you want to be. Don't worry. You shouldn't worry at today. Like when I'm at work, I don't worry about today. I worry about tomorrow. I worry about next week, next month. I'm planning ahead. If you only plan for today, tomorrow's gonna be even harder. So even you at 13, and those of you who are between the 13 and 17 range, you should be thinking about and trying to get to where you want to go right now. If he said he want to be in the NFL, he's working towards it. He should probably be putting in more work. Training, whether you're gonna be a receiver, you should be working on your hands, doing different drills like that. But the people that y'all look up to when you watch TV, that's what they do. They get up early in the morning before school and do a workout. After school, they working on something else. It's a regimen. You have to train yourself. What are you good at? Huh? I can't hear you. Rugby? Okay, so you good at rugby. You gotta practice that, right? Like I used to coach a junior college. And I used to tell them when they came from high school, your high school talent is what got you to college. What is gonna get you to the next level? You should never be content with anything that you do. When somebody tell you, oh man, you good. Man, you great, you can do this. Let it go in this ear and out the other. Because if you keep listening to it and you soak it all in, you're gonna stay right where you at. You should never be complacent, never get content. That goes into the other thing I told you we was gonna talk about hunger. When you hungry and your parents at home, what you do? You go through the house and look for something, right? And if it ain't nothing that you can make, what you do? You eat a bunch of snacks until you fill yourself up, right? So take that and compare it to your life. When you hungry, when you want to get to the NFL, when you want to be a professional rugby player, what you want to do? You don't even know, do you? What about you?
Well, me personally,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be famous, but you always have to have
You
a
think?
plan. I know. Well,
That's
if
your
that
personal
doesn't
step.
happen, then I'm going to be a doctor.
Okay, so you gotta be hungry for that.
Right.
And that starts right now. That starts today. Not, when you get 18 or 19, okay, I wanna be an actor. Let me start going to acting classes. Let me try to get into some commercials. I wanna be a doctor. Let me start paying attention to some of the work. Because the work that you are gonna do in college and the work that you're gonna do in med school, it starts in high school. That math, or that math that you hate, it's all in the medical field. Everything that y'all don't like right now, it's going to come back to you at some point in life. I promise you. You don't believe me, you guys, everybody in the red shirt. You thought you got away from it, you're gonna take another test, or at some point we're like, I wish I would've paid attention. What are you hungry for? And how are you gonna get there? That's why when I said in the beginning that everything is handed to you. And that's why I feel like you soft, because y'all don't wanna go get anything. A lot of y'all think y'all entitled. You're not entitled to anything. Your parents really don't have to do anything. It's 4 cops in you. The law says as a parent, I don't have to give you anything but food and clothing and a place to stay. That's it. It don't say what kind of food. It don't say what kind of clothing. So if y'all don't think y'all need Jordans on and you need the most expensive shoe, you don't. And it doesn't make or break the type of person you are. Think about all these different clothing lines that are just popping up, or now that you see, like, Vans been out for years before y'all got on it. Vans been out for a long time. Long time. Skates, people that skate, been using those since I was in high school, and probably before that. But before it wasn't cool. Now it's okay. So that's another thing that you shouldn't let. If you go in the store, you see something you like, wear it. Doesn't matter the name brand, because you don't make the clothes. Don't make you. You make the clothes. That's why every time you see these officers in their uniform look a certain way. It's called a presentation. The perception is everything. If he get out the car and wants to write me a ticket, or he pulled me off for a reason, his uniform look like crap, that's normally when you see the people on TV giving the officers a lot of mouth, because it's your presentation. When I get out the car, when I come to you and I look a certain way, and I'm standing and I carry myself a certain way, you can already tell this person means business. Like, I'm sure everybody has a parent who is the more authoritative parent and the one who's a little easier. And you know when that authoritative parent comes in the room, your whole act changes. Y'all can give your teachers at school a bunch of crap, but that principal walk in and your whole attitude changes. Oh, let me go ahead and get right, because I know what type of power, I know what type of person, but it's the way that they carry themselves. How do people perceive you right now? When you walk in the classroom, when you walk in school, what are they saying about you right now? Are your pants pulled down? Are you walking to school with a bonnet on your head? And some Crocs? I think that's the worst thing in the world to wear to school.
Crocs?
Yes. Think about it. When you was in daycare, when you went to, they said you can't wear those. Why? They don't want little kids to wear sandals, flip-flops, none of that. Why? Because if you have to run around, or you have to run and do anything quickly, you're gonna be the first person to fall. That's what y'all think about. Like, how many school shootings you seen on TV across the country? When it comes time to run, where you going? When it comes time to get out the way, where you going? Hey, y'all so busy trying to go to school and be comfortable. That's not what you at school for, at all. You shouldn't even take your phone out. Like he said, did you have a phone in high school? I didn't have one. What do you need it for? There's no reason for you to have the phone at all. Not while you're in school. Or at least not while you're in class. You're not a parent, so you don't have to worry about daycare calling you or the school calling you about your child. Who is calling you with that much of an emergency that they need to get in contact with you right now? Remember I said focus, right? If you're not focused in class because you're on your phone, y'all on Twitter or Instagram, y'all going live in class or in the cafeteria for what? Where is that getting you? My grandfather said something a long time ago, that you should never be anywhere and not learn something. You go to school for a reason. That's your only job. It's the only thing you have to do. That's it. How you mess that up? Now, like I told the group last year, every last one of you should pat yourselves on the back for joining this group. Because a lot of kids your age probably think it's not cool, or they don't like the police officers. Like, I work part-time for the city of Durham, for Durham Parks and Recreation. I'm a program specialist for teens. And I deal with a lot of them. A lot of them don't like to talk to the cops. And I tell them, I said, you don't want to talk to the cops until you need them.
Like team court? Stuff like that?
Mm-hmm. But why? But you should be the ones, because you work so closely with a number of police officers, trying to tell your friends or show your friends or show people around you that it's not what they see on TV. It's not everything you hear. In every organization, you're always gonna have your bad apples. It's inevitable. You can't get away from it. Like, I'm sure in your class, it's always that one or two students that always get in trouble. Always in trouble. That's not a reflection on your class, is it? So why would one bad police officer be a reflection on these gentlemen right here? It shouldn't be. things tie in. Your hunger, your dreams, and your purpose. Why are you here? These are the things you should be worried about instead of what new shoes coming out, what game I'm gonna get next week. Oh, the new iPhone 12 come out. Stuff that's not gonna matter when you're an adult. These are the things that I need y'all to start focusing and worrying about today. How many people ever thought about joining the gang? That's one. How many people have family members that are in gangs? The next time you see that family member, I want you to ask them a question, okay? Ask them what type of retirement plan does the gang have? Ask them what type of life insurance policy does the gang have? If you ever thought about it, it's the wrong idea. If you want to join a gang, there's legal gangs like the police department. Because if you look up the definition of a gang, it is not what you thought about joining, it's not what your family members are part of. That is a complete distortion of what the definition of the word gang means. So when you leave here, or when I leave, look up the definition of gang. Right now, you all in the gang because you're part of this group. But ask them, do they have that? I used to work in the prison system here, and I used to ask the inmates all the time, like, why are you a part of this gang? If you die for them, what are they going to do for your family? How are they going to take care of you after you done took care of them? If you can't answer that question, you're going down the wrong road. How many people know what respect is? What is it?
Like when you serve somebody,
Can you speak up?
like,
Should I give you respect or should it be earned?
earn.
Are you sure? Why?
Because nobody should give you respect if you're not giving it back.
But that's the same thing though. How can I earn something and I haven't even gotten a chance to show you that it's already there? It's like trust. I can give you a certain level of trust, but you have to earn, that other level. Right? Like you might trust some of your friends, but how many of them actually know where you live? How many of them actually know certain things about you? Why? Because you don't trust them. Respect is earned and it's given. You have to give a person a certain level of respect just for them being another human being. Right? How many people got sisters? Would you like a dude to disrespect your sister because she didn't earn it yet? He should just respect her because of what? Why should he respect her?
Because she's female.
Oh, but that's not given, right? I mean, that's not earned. It's already given, right? That goes without saying. So that's what I want you to think about. Respect is given and earned, and you can't look at somebody like in this group and think that because he looks different or he may live on a different side of town that I shouldn't respect him because he don't know my struggle. He don't know where I'm from.
So what you're saying is everybody should naturally give respect.
Right.
If you don't know, right.
You should naturally give somebody respect the moment you meet them until they show you something different. And it's still not to disrespect them, it's just now you know how you deal with them. But when you first meet somebody, that's why y'all gotta learn how to communicate. Most of y'all communicate through text messages and can't hold a conversation and save your lives. Because you communicate on social media so much. When my nephews come with me, even these two jokers right here, you can't bring your phone. If you bring it, it's gonna sit in my car when we get out because y'all need to talk to each other and interact. Respect is earned and given. It's like when you get in school this year, if you got a new teacher, don't think, I'm gonna give that teacher the respect that you want them to give you. I substitute teaching, all I hear is kids saying, oh man, my teacher be doing too much. And I know what your definition of doing too much is. Anybody that tells you to do something that you don't want to do is doing too much. You don't feel like doing it right now, they're doing too much. But that's their job. And your job is to listen to what they tell you. You shouldn't be disrespectful because somebody said something or somebody is holding you to a certain standard that your parents might not be holding you to. Anybody that I supervise or that work for me, and I'm sure you guys can attest to the same thing, I ride you or I mess with you when I see a certain potential in you. When I know you can do better, that's when I'm going to push you to do better. It's just as simple as that. So that's what you have to look at. The teacher might not be picking on you. They might see your potential and want you to do better. They might see you always with her, and every time y'all get together, you don't focus as much. So now I'm gonna separate you so that you can focus. That don't mean y'all can't be friends. That means in class, you are here to focus. That's why you're a part of this group right here. To show you other things than what you see every day at home or in your particular neighborhood. That's why I say people that look different from you are not always different. I learned that myself when I joined the Marines. There was people in boot camp that I probably would have never talked to had I not been a part of that organization. And we had to go through things to bring ourselves close, just like I'm sure when you guys went to training. There's probably people that when you got there, who's this guy? Where'd he come from? But then after you graduate, after you finish, they're probably some of your closest friends. That's what you need to think about. Make new friends. Not just the kid that's on the bus with you. The kid that's in your class that don't normally talk. That's probably the kid that can help you with that subject that you're struggling with. And you might be able to help them in something. When I was in high school, they could never group me with a certain class. I played basketball. Could never say he was always with basketball players because I played football too. I ran track. I was in the band. I hung with a bunch of people. That's how you load your palate. That's how you get more experience and more knowledge because you're learning from different aspects, from different mindsets, from different cultures.